Hey everybody, it's Eric, 80s Horror Man, and welcome to day 29 for my 31 Days of Horror. Today, I'll be doing a movie that was put out by Scream Factory, and this movie was done in 1982, and some people have their different thoughts on it. Some people like this movie, some people don't, because it doesn't have a certain horror icon in it, and that's Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Now, this movie is actually really not that bad of a movie to watch. Like I said, some people have their differences on it. Some people like it, some people don't, because it doesn't have Michael Myers in it. So basically, this movie stars Tom Atkins, who's known for being in this, also being known for being in Night of the Creeps, Lethal Weapon, Maniac Cop, My Bloody Valentine 3D. So basically, this movie is about where he plays a doctor who decides to help this woman to find out who ended up murdering her father. Because at the beginning of the film, you see a man running from this person, and then when he gets over to the hospital, he tries to warn people, saying that they're going to kill us all, and they didn't know what he was talking about. They all thought he was just crazy. But then that person he was running from shows up in the hospital and just kills him by just digging his fingers into the eye sockets and just like ripping it apart like the part of the skull. Then when Tom Atkins' character sees him, he tries to stop him, but apparently it was too late. He always had to pour gas on himself and decided to light it up and blow himself up inside a car. So now he's trying to help this woman to get the answers of who murdered her father and why. Well, it turns out they end up going into this town called Santa Mira, and they end up coming across this company called Silver Shamrock. And Silver Shamrock is like the most popular brand there is that sells these Halloween masks all over town and all across the U.S. And it turns out that there's this evil businessman who's in charge of that factory and in charge of making these masks, plans on killing every single kid on Halloween night by making these booby-trapped masks. And now the doctor and the girl has to find a way to put a stop to him before he plans on killing every single kid on Halloween night. So this movie has that very familiar jingle that could easily get stuck in your head, that Silver Shamrock tune, that dun 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 dun. So well, that could easily get stuck in your head very easily. Yeah, but I mean, if you end up meeting Tom Atkins at a convention, and if you end up asking him why Michael Myers was in this film, he would end up telling you, "Who cares?" But basically, he'll tell you that he technically was in the film, just like in the background, like on the TV when they were showing the advertising for the original Halloween. So overall, this movie is actually not that bad of a movie. It's actually very fun to watch. It's just a different storyline. They just went into a different direction. But this movie definitely does have its moments. This is definitely like a standalone film, because this movie is just so much fun to watch, and I highly recommend checking this movie out, because the soundtrack to it is also pretty good as well, because the movie may not have done well at the box office, but if the movie was just called Season of the Witch, then it would have done better back in the day. But since they started to call Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, the movie just failed at the box office and people just didn't like it. But I thought Tom Atkins did a very good job in this movie. He's definitely a good actor. He's one of my favorites. But I highly recommend checking out this movie, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. So, like I said, there's some people that likes this movie and some people that don't. But I like it. I thought it's actually not that bad of a movie. And Tom Atkins even said it's a good movie, which it is. So out of a possible 10, I give this movie 8.5 out of 10, because this movie is actually a very fun movie to watch. It's actually not that bad. It's just a different storyline that they just went into a different direction. again, if the movie was called Season of the Witch, it would have done better at the box office, but it didn't. They decided to call it, as you see it, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, and the movie just failed at the box office back in the day. So, again, in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, I give this movie 8.5 out of 10. Alright guys, so that's my review for day 29 for my 31 Days of Horror. What do you guys think? Have you seen this movie? If you have it, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this movie, if you liked this movie or if you didn't. Like and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for some more videos. Later.